I have been talking for 5 minutes without my mic. Yeah, no, there it is. Awesome. So let me start over. This is exactly why I got to knock the dust off. Hope everybody's been well. Hope you've all been doing well during all these shutdowns and everything that's been going on. Here I am trying to knock the dust off the streaming thing. And, of course, my bot doesn't ping the actual Discord. I had to do it manually, which is very frustrating, by the way, when you set that up and then, I have to do it myself. But whatever. So, man, a lot has been going on. I haven't streamed in a few weeks, month. I've really probably been about a month or more. I'll get into that shortly why, but it mostly has to do with my, hey, what up, Nez? What up, buddy? Good, nice to see you. Yeah, I know. I don't even know who I am half the time. But the big news is right now that's going to evolve and change is I have a new job. That's the start, and this will hopefully start at least the process of getting my own personal content going as well, too. Yeah, it's great to see you, Nez. Good to see you. I'll give you a quick... If you guys don't follow Nez yet, if you haven't seen him around, because I haven't been around, that's my own fault, but give Nez a follow. Great dude, friendly guy, great for conversation and jokes and laughs. Streams right here on Twitch as well too. Give some love whether they get a chance. Get a little fanboy tone rubbings on him. Oh well, and here's the thing is like, luckily tomorrow. So this is the big news because it's hard. It's been hard to stream. I got a new job starting tomorrow. I after 14 years have left retail, thankfully. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, and I'm going to dive deep into the inner workings of what, who, why, and where, and how terrible it is right now. However, I will tell you, now that I'm leaving, GameStop is where I worked. I was a store manager for GameStop up until Friday of this last week for almost 14 years. I got hired in 2007 as an MIT manager in training. Got my own store about a year and a half, 2 years later. Been there ever since. Customer service in retail is very, very, very hard. If you've ever worked any form of customer service, whether it's food industry, any form of retail, whether it's hardline, softline, whatever, it's hard. You have to deal with a lot of bullshit and a lot of people, and it's always an uphill battle. And it's always funny to me when I stop and think for a industry, the customer service industry, that is literally the building blocks of our entire economy, probably globally. We are the ones that are the shittiest paid, the ones with the most things to manage and juggle, without a fucking care in the world. And I gotta tell you, like, very soon I'm gonna dive deep into the behavior and the things of GameStop and my social medias. I've got a lot to say, and I'm gonna say it eventually. Right now I'm more worried about the celebration of moving into a new job this coming, tomorrow morning, actually. Very excited for that. It's a Monday through Friday gig, 8 to 5, weekends off. It's going to be in an HR department involving in hiring people for this business. And I can't tell you how excited I am about it. I know I'm going to have, some growing pains in learning that, but at the same time, I'm just excited for something new. I need a new challenge. I've hit a ceiling where I was at prior. There was no room for growth, but the stress level is what I'm hoping to manage a little bit differently and better. I've been working since last June, going back to work after quarantine shutdown. 11 to 8 roughly, we'll say, noon to 8, every day. No morning, no night. There's been no juggling. And you've heard me on some of these streams that it's just been hard to juggle. Because by the time I get home after a long day like that, first it messed up my sleep, for one. Two, never saw anybody, it's hard to see family, friends playing stuff. Because you start late in the morning or throughout, midday. And your evenings are pretty much all gone because when you're open that late, there's nothing for you to do after that. And by the time you get home, I'm having dinner at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm just tired and ready to fucking pass out. And then I got to do it all over again the next day. Even if I'm up till 2 a.m., which I mostly was, it wasn't a great sleeping pattern. But more importantly, it made it so it was hard for me to do anything fun and extra. Whether it's play games, whether it's go somewhere, which you can't really anyways because of shutdowns, or more importantly, for me to create content and stream here. And along with that, yeah, it's not even a second, in my opinion. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but it was more of just a midday shift, A lot of places are open till, I guess for us, it was definitely a second shift. I used to work second shift years ago at McDonald's, and it was like 4 to 11. Sucked, but back then it didn't matter because I would start drinking at fucking 11:30 midnight, and I'd go for 3-4 hours, and then wouldn't have to wake up till 11 the next day. It didn't matter. But at the end of the day, it was eating away at me. Like, it felt like, I told somebody a couple days ago that now that I got this new job and I don't have to work there anymore, it felt like somebody took cinder blocks off my shoulders. It's always been hard with customer service. GameStop is a place who definitely doesn't do all the right things for its people. Listen, it looks like it should be fun. It's video games, it's toys, it's supposed to look and be fun. It's a very, very heavily micromanaged sales company. There's a lot of ethical things about the place that I had issues with on certain things, and there's a lot of things that over this last year, it was intensified and compounded by the fact that we were trying to work and deal in a pandemic. And it made it harder, and it made every day very, very hard. So it was slowly eating away at me. And about a year ago, during the quarantine and shutdowns, I started updating my resume and different things because at the end of the day, GameStop's behavior, the things that they were doing while we were trying to shut down, trying to make us essential, wanting staff members to protect product from looters and things like that were going on in certain parts of the country. You were hearing crazy stories out of other areas in the company, whether you check subreddits or some of the other news articles, the guys that were reporting it. There was a lot of bad behavior they were doing, and it was right in front of everybody's face. And I said, I got to be out of here. I wanted to be out of there last fall, but I couldn't. But now, a year later, I'm able to. So, all that said, all that aside, I'm just going forward. I'm really excited about this next venture, having a desk job, having a steady, 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. I've met some incredible people along the way. My staff had to help navigate this last year. I've met some amazing customers over the years that have become friends. I mean, there's a guy out here, Justin. Him and his family have been shopping with me for a long time. It's people like that, people that come see you, that they become evolve more than just somebody you're selling stuff to. They become people you care about, associate with, and friendships, and that stuff's very, very valuable, no matter where it is. But that's like less than 10% of the people I dealt with. And in the last month and a half, I've had my life threatened 3 times because of mask mandates. We say, hey, you have to have a mask man here. People wanted to fight me. One guy wanted to shoot me. Literally, I'm not joking about this stuff, and that stuff weighs on you, so when that's 90% of the type of people that you're dealing with, that small 10% helps, but it's not going to make the rest of your day any better. So, I think all of those types of folks it is nuts. It's fucking nuts. I think all of those people that have become loyal, there's a lot of people that I've added on my social medias that were just customers 10 years ago. I mean, Dude79 was a customer of mine at GameStop starting in 2007, 2008. Followed me to every store I went to, and then now look at us, you know what I mean? And he's not the only one. He's just one of the bigger success stories of my friendships, going from this adjustment from customer to friend and people that I know in real life. And it's pretty awesome. There's some great people that I know, men, that I'll be friends with for the rest of my life, and I can't thank those kind of folks enough. Those are the, again, it's like when you always say, there's so many, for all the good out there or the bad out there, there's always an opposite, right? Well, I'm telling you, in customer service and retail, it's like a 4-to-1 ratio. For every 5 people, there's 1, 4. That's probably that number, but you get what I'm saying. They're few and far between, and it was time for a change. So here we are. The good news is, going forward, thank you, appreciate that. I'm very excited. Thanks, Cam. Appreciate that. Very excited. The good news is now, again, yes, is that starting tomorrow, I can change it all up. I'll have more time. Now with this 8 to 5, I'll have more time. I'll have time for gaming, time for family, whatever it might be, and hopefully time for more content creation. Now, again, as I've been going through this last year, the basement that I have planned is still not done, of course, and that's a whole other topic, but, at the very least, I may be able to at least produce some content here, whether it's me playing a little bit of a game, or just sitting here talking, or just showing off some of the stuff that I'm getting in that comes through the mail. So So that's that. So yes, I'm very excited. Thank you for everybody over the last few years. If you do or don't see this later down the road, for your support through my retail venture. I can tell you right now, I will be very honest with you. I don't know if I'll, after some of my pre-orders and stuff like that, I'll probably never really shop at GameStop ever again, just because I've seen the other side of it. You know, people are going to try and spin it and stuff like that, but, you know, there's good and bad ways that you can run a business, and there was a lot of good at GameStop for many years. It was up and down, but, you know, at the end of the day, they turned on its people and became micromanaging again. So became, you know, one person working 8-9 hours a day, having to do all the work. That's a lot on anybody, and try to mitigate the clientele as well too. So very excited though to try something new. Very excited tomorrow to walk into the new place and say, I'm ready to learn. Teach me what I got to do. So pretty awesome, very awesome. Again, B&B is not going to be impacted by that either. Wednesdays is still going to be, it's even easier now at this point. And this might give me opportunity to, you know, maybe even do more things. We got some stuff planned down the road for Banter Babble. But more importantly as well here at this channel, it'll be able to allow me to produce some of the content I want to produce eventually as things start getting closer to the basement work done, you know. So it could still be months out for some of that, but I'll be able to plan stuff here more and do more stuff here because I'll have more time now. So I'm very excited about that. So long-winded anyways. Got my first vaccine shot yesterday. Very tired and achy yesterday after it. I got the second one in 3 weeks. Hopefully everybody's been doing well and safe out there as well too. You know, a lot of places are spiking up. Michigan's getting really bad again. I was in the town I was in yesterday, like, getting this shot. Everybody's all over walking around and, you know, they don't have their masks on. And some people say, well, they're outside, it shouldn't matter. It's still airborne. So, like, while, sure, it might be a less chance in the wind to catch it, but it is a droplet, airborne something. So, you know, super spreading was heavy yesterday. I don't know what to tell anybody. You want to actually be able to go out and do the stuff, but you don't want to put the work into it. I can't control people. I don't know. But I'm very excited to have that done. That way, once now the vaccines be done, I'll have at least more leeway to go out and do stuff and not worry about as much as I've this last year. So thankfully, I've only had a few scares of it and haven't actually gotten it. But I have lost an uncle to COVID, so I do take it very seriously. And, you know, I just want to make sure that everybody out there is doing well too. So without any further ado, Genesee County is out wild right now. I think that's been one of the worst ones, I think, in the last week, if I remember correctly. I need all the caffeine I can get today. Without further ado, I'll start with some of the stuff I got. So I got some new Funkos this last week or two. I try not to get too deep into the Funko game. I'm really trying to dial back on it. I'm sticking to certain things with Funko, which are either a really important character exclusive or a character I might be interested in, and that's even hit or miss. Mandalorian stuff, maybe. I'm gonna dial back on the Star Wars stuff. Some Star Wars stuff I'm gonna get, some I won't. But more like Clone Wars or Mandalorian. I'm not gonna go full sets on them, just specific ones that I like or want. And this is gonna go for Hasbro. I've talked about it on here as well too. There's certain characters and certain things from Star Wars that I'm gonna dial back on. I don't need to, I've got enough of it. I'm just gonna go from there. But I do like to the one main one that I do collect in Funko outside of Star Wars is Naruto, the anime. That one's kind of like my favorite one. Now, when I first started collecting them, I was taking them out of the boxes, Funkos. Now I don't take them out of the box, and it is what it is. I don't really care really necessarily about value, but I do get some specific Marvel ones from time to time. I don't mind that. Some of those are pretty cool, but let me see here. So I was trying to set my camera up to do different things this time, but it still won't work until I get the second camera set. But this is a Transformer. I've had to keep myself away from the Transformer line and the He-Man line, because if I started going down those paths, I would want the entire thing. So I didn't do it, and it's really tough for me to do for either of them, especially Transformers. But I did pick up this GameStop exclusive, of course, easy to get because it's GameStop. It's the Comic Con. It was Emerald City, I want to say. Maybe, no? I don't know. Limited exclusive Grimlock. That's my favorite Autobot Transformers. In my top 3 favorite Transformers, period. But this is Grimlock one, GameStop exclusive. Very excited about that one. He's really cool. I will go to literally any length I can when it comes to Grimlock stuff, normally. since I'm kind of changing up what I'm collecting and stuff like that. Next, we started getting the wave in. Of course, typical GameStop can't always work with, well, it's partly Funko too. We can't get all of them in at a decent time, but I got 3 of my 5 of this next run of Naruto ones. That's Naruto's father, the 4th Hokage, Namikaze Minato. The Yellow Flash, as they call him. The man, the myth, the legend. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. And then Kabuto Yukushi. That would be definitely... Let me get kind of some light there. This is going to be great when I actually someday have that extra camera up. This is... and I'll put some pictures up in the Discord as well, too. He basically was originally Orochimaru's right-hand man and then kind of became Orochimaru. Crazy stuff between him, Sasuke, and Itachi. Really crazy stuff. Really, really awesome. Is that a thing for you guys? Well, so the Midland Comic Con, we were supposed to do some stuff there live. It got pushed to the fall. More than likely, yes, that's up in the air. Now, there's potential that we might do some stuff at the Novi Comic Con. I don't even think it's probably going to happen this year, but, you know, now dude's got that camera, we got some options to maybe do stuff. But the Midland Comic Con, yes, if that actually is still going to be greenlit, we're going to be there with a booth. That's the plan. And we'll keep everybody posted up on that, too, as the details come to, you know, we got to get the green light to know that's still going to happen, I guess. That should have happened in March, but here we are. And then lastly, one of my favorite characters, he would probably be... he's in my top 5 favorite characters in Naruto. Gaara is my first, but that's Shikamaru. He is one of the best characters, hands down. I love this character so much. What a great character. One of my favorites. And that's the great thing about Naruto, is that their side characters, they develop so well when it comes to their character development, that even the little characters... it's a roster of like 30 people in this show. They all get fleshed out very well, and that's why I absolutely love Naruto. It's my favorite anime, bar none, not even close. Nothing's even as close to anything else, so can't get enough love for that. So, that's the Funko, right? Let's start with what I got here. Now, anytime I order stuff from Big Bad Toy Store, I put it in my pile of loot, which is basically like you buy it, and they put it in a little cabinet for you, and you say, hey, ship it when you're ready, kind of thing. So I do that periodically. I don't always get them shipped here right away. Keeps me out of trouble, if you know what I mean, a little bit too. But plus not having a place to display them properly yet, and just my room over there just keeps getting stacked with shit. So gotta protect. I don't even remember what's in this box, to be honest with you. Oh, I do now. Yes, I do. I do actually. I do. I think this is... Oh, yeah. Okay, so. Get this little kit cats can play with. This is... I've got one, probably 2 of these, but I wanted another one. It's a vintage card back for Boba. Since Boba is my favorite Star Wars figure, I get a lot of these because I like to either have them out or plan to have one out and have one displayed. So I actually do have this one, and there's a deluxe one coming real soon too, but I always like to have these as backup as well too, you know. Now that I'm kind of getting into some other stuff, and I forgot to not even talk about that, about Resonmancers, but I'll save that for another day. But I have been doing painting and want to get into some custom routes, so this will be fun to kind of maybe touch up and play around with. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I've already got one, but it is what it is. You know, can't have enough Boba Fett stuff. These are what's exciting. Now, I typically, when it comes to my collecting, I stay in my lane. It's mostly Star Wars stuff. I dabble in Transformers. I kind of got out of that, and I'm glad I did. That would be an expensive one if I'd stayed into it, because every figure for the Masterpiece line is anywhere from... the cheapest would be $80 for, like, you know, Jazz or somebody like that. But the Masterpiece line goes intense. We're talking, like, up to $250, $350 for some of the later ones. I've got probably 8 Masterpiece line figures, and I was pretty much good. I'm like, this is getting too pricey. I got to dial it back. So at the time, I wanted to focus on the 6-inch Black Series, but I dialed back on that. So as well too, because you know everybody hears me talk about Hasbro and their fucking bullshit bits. But so anyways, Hasbro started doing the G.I. Joe Declassified series line. Now, I'm not a super huge G.I. Joe guy like some folks. I enjoy G.I. Joe. I play the G.I. Joe. There's really 2 characters from G.I. Joe that I actually care about, and that's Serpentor, which they don't have any figures out, but they do got Destro out. These have been really hard to find, any of these figures from this live. Toy hunters, scalpers, everybody. These are hard to find, the Declassified series for G.I. Joe. So, but my favorite character of the series is Destro. And this is standard Destro, Silverhead, and then the Prophet Director, I believe it's the Prophet, Proper Director. He's got the gold head. We all call him Pimp Daddy. Can't really see where you go, can you? There you go. We call him Pimp Daddy Destro, but I love Destro. Destro, some of my favorite toys as a kid was when Destro broke away from Cobra and created his like Destro Corps. I was way into that. I had the tank, had some of the characters. It was awesome, but Destro's cool. Destro's one of my favorites. He's kind of like the Starscream of Cobra, except probably not as much as a goofball as old Starscream is, but it's pretty cool to finally get these. I've had these on pre-order for a while. They're really hard to get hold of, even to try and find pre-orders for that stuff. But I wanted to at least have a couple from that line, and I'm hoping that they do a Serpentor. I want a Serpentor with the glider. If they do one of those, like a deluxe one, I'll pick that up. Like I said, I really don't get out of my lane too much nowadays with Star Wars. I try to, like, once in a while I might pick up a Power Ranger one if it's like Green or White Ranger or a combination of Lord Drakon or something like that. But for the most part, I when it comes to figs now, I'm staying in my lane. The next one is the exciting one. That's the one I'm going to kind of like really freak out about. I haven't opened this yet. It's had it for a couple weeks. This is kind of why I'm getting out of the box kind of bent. I'm probably gonna be mad when I open it up. Getting out of the 6-inch series line. I did pre-order a couple. There was a new set announced Friday. There's a set of 5. I only pre-ordered 2. They've got a couple new Mando characters in there. But again, I want to just try and select figures that are either Clone Wars or Mando-ish, like anything Filoni had a hand on. I would always do Boba Fett, of course, or just maybe once in a while an obscure character I really want, I suppose. And one of those was Aura Singh. She hasn't had a whole lot of figures out, not in the 6-inch series, so that was an important one to have. She's a bounty hunter, an elusive bounty hunter at that. And then she actually gets a name drop in, was it Solo, I want to say? Probably Solo. I think it was Solo. I think it was Mando. I don't remember. And then I also pre-ordered, man, I can't remember now who I pre-ordered. Shit. Who was in that line? So you had you had another Lando. They did another Lando with the felt cape, but I love Lando, but they just do so much of those. They had the one robot from Mando that was working with, man, I can't even remember his name now. I can't even think of his name. Anyways, irrelevant. I pre-ordered 2 from this line, and that was all I needed from this line, and that was it. So, but Aura Singh was really the big one, the big draw. Oh, another member of the Bad Batch. I think it was the sniper. I think it was whatever his name is. So let's see, there should be one more Bad Batch coming. But anyways, so those are pre-ordered. Hasbro continues to saturate their own market, so we'll pick up what we want here, once in a while, but that's gonna be about it. I still have a lot of stuff in my pile of loot I gotta have shipped in, but since I'm getting limited on space till this basement's done, I'm not having everything just shipped instantly. So here we are. Without further ado, this is the big one. This is the one why I'm getting into this instead of Black Series. This is from Hot Toys. This is a big one. This is a Empire version of Boba Fett. I believe it's kind of a reissue of it. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not really familiar with Hot Toys. This is the first one I gotten. I got Ahsoka pre-ordered. She's coming later this year. What Hot Toys basically is Hot Toys are 12-inch figures that are fully posable. Lots of goodies with them. Yes, it's like a big Barbie, whatever you want to say. Oh man, this is quite a box. But don't say it too loud, I'll get mad. Just kidding. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh man, that's a massive box. That's a fucking box right there. Good old Boba Fett. Alright. So this would be him in the same looking outfit, basically, of him in the, oh man, look at that. The Wookiee braids are actually, when he's hanging out with Vader in the, Cloud City. Holy shit, that's fucking rad. Are you out there, Trick, still? Hey, what's happening? Doing a little mail call. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is massive. I don't know if there's a way to open it without... I don't think so. It's sealed right now. But you can see it's a big 12-inch posable. Tons of goodies in here. Yeah, Star Trek. Yeah, I get Dr. Spock's in the mail too, a-hole. Yeah, he's got the carbine right there. He's probably got the pistol. Different helmet, looks like, too. Fully posable. So now this is the second hot toy I've got. I've got the first one I got is the Scarlet Spider, but of the suit from the Spider-Man video game. Alternate version Boba Fett armor. Interesting. That's pretty neat. So I am definitely excited about that. It's funny too because everybody paints different. So this is actually accurate to the show or the movie. Oh, there's different pieces for his outfit. Oh man. So we can play dress up. That's pretty great. Yeah, this is cool because you can make payments. That's the nice thing about Hot Toys. If there's a figure you want, so you get a little focus in there, man. I can't wait to get that second camera, y'all. Well, that's gonna be in the basement, I know, but man, I can't wait for that second camera. I should probably steal Dude's camera to get better focus too. But he'll be fully posable. You can, put different pieces of him on that you want. But again, what's nice about Hot Toys is when you buy a Hot Toy, you can, if it's before it comes out, I think maybe even if they're in stock, you have the option to do like payments, so you don't have to fork out the $250 right at once. You can do it over a 4 or 5 month period. So I have Ahsoka later this year for sure, and I'm kind of debating out getting like a Captain Rex as well too, but I don't know. I don't want to go too crazy, but if I'm gonna dial it back on the Black Series, like I said before on the show, if you take the fact that an entire 5 to 6 character run for the 6-inch Black Series runs about 120 at least or more, and these are 250-ish, but I mean you're talking a 12-inch figure at this point, so I mean with Hasbro saturating themselves when it comes to that figure line, this is kind of an alright thing to do. Something different. Just doing something different. So, really excited to get this together. I'm not going to do any unboxings now. Once I'm in the basement and I can start doing unboxings a little bit, since I have more control of where things are going to go and what they're going to do and have a table, I'll probably get into more unboxings downstairs. I'm excited to bust this open, though. I got some special cabinets I'm going to be getting for this stuff, too. From what's the place everybody loves? IKEA. We got these Deloff display cabinets, the 4 sides of glass. I'm gonna use a lot of those downstairs. So I really can't wait, clearly, to get down there and start doing like more actual unboxings and then get into the paint. So even though I said I wasn't gonna talk about a whole lot, there is a new project I'm working on called Resin Mancers. We do have a logo now, which is really exciting. You'll hear more of that in our socials and our Discord. But Resin Mancers is basically me and my friend Cat, a Nightcap, and Wentzilla, which you see sometimes around here as well too in some of my stuff, and Jared, who can actually graphic design. We are 3D printing figures, miniatures. You can do even 1/10 scale stuff, like big stuff. 1/10 would be smaller. No, 1/10 in that size is bigger. It's weird. There's 2 different versions when it comes to action figures and statues that are the same number, basically. But yeah, really excited about that. So we'll be able to like start printing stuff off. I've been doing a lot of painting lately, which is really awesome. Finishing up some commissions. We'll have the Etsy store hopefully done real soon here. Right now, we're trying to figure out some of these like pieces, these shields and different stuff that are kind of popular in the figure photograph art group right now. So like a lot of guys I know, like Wenzel is one of them, that they'll buy these figures, they'll customize them, and then do like a artsy fartsy photo shoot with them. And Went does a really, really good job with his. He puts a lot of work into his, whether it's smoke, fire, action shots, whatever it is. He doesn't do anything boring when he does his action shots. So we're kind of leaning on him for some of those guys in that market. I want to do dioramas and like doors and stuff like that as well too, from different stuff. So like, you know, a Tatooine, you know, blast door, or a Death Star blast door, or something like that, so people can take their figures, whether it's 3.75 figure or 6-inch, scale it down and say, hey, here's a cool diorama, take a picture, boom. Or honestly, at that point, if we do diorama pieces, kids can play with them, you know. So whole lot of stuff going on with that, but that's neither here nor there. Really excited to get into that too, but that's coming down the road. So well, that's it for the unboxing part of it. That's really exciting. Like I said, I've had this stuff laying around for the last few weeks. I want to get a chance to check them out. I'll put the pictures of all the stuff up in the Discord so everybody can see them in there as well too. And then of course, you know, lastly, I guess for the most part is, you know, with my schedule evolving around here and having weekends off and evenings more free, I don't know when or how or what regularity I'm going to have when it comes to making content. And what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably do some gaming now for a little while since the basement's still not done. I'll try to do stuff that's more multiplayer orientated instead of like, you know, single player games, because I just dive too deep into single player games. I can't focus on talking to a chat, which is what I'd rather do. So for me, it'll be a much smarter route to play games that are multiplayer, create some conversation, have some laughs, and get some people in here like Cuddles, Dude, Tricky, people that I, you know, Drast, and people I play games with more often than not when I decide to play a multiplayer game. Getting stuff like that. I know everybody's been kind of big on Outriders. I've dabbled in that. I got through the tutorial. I do want to play some more of that. I just beat Control before I got on stream. That was real meh to me. It was alright. I do want to play that Nier Automata. I've got that loading up right now, but you know, I think the Switch games have been really fun too. Anytime I do that stuff, especially if I get into the retro shit, and watching me try to play Mario while I'm drinking is definitely entertaining. I know that for sure. About time for what? More Mario or more retro? But yeah, or the tutorial on Outriders. Yeah, I got it done. That's all I got done though. But you know, a game like Bravely Default would be good on stream too, because I can just sit there and level grind and just kill. You know, you don't have to really pay attention when you're playing a game like that. So, you know, I don't know how often I can get ready for my schedule to change and be kind of a normalcy. I'm gonna guess Saturday nights are definitely gonna be a thing. Punch Out. Now that I'll definitely have control of my Sundays more often than not, I can probably do stuff. But Saturday nights, and now Friday nights, realistically, Friday nights can definitely be a multiplayer night. Just throwing it out there, Trick. You know, just throwing it out there. Friday nights would be a great night for streaming and doing some multiplayer games. So I might lean onto that too. And then Saturday night would be more of like different type of content. Until I can figure out what I want to do, or well, later down the road once the basement's done. So, but you know, just watch my socials for that. If you've not joined the Banter and Babble Discord, please do. We'd love to have you. Honestly, you know, it's for the most part a lot of us older adults that just need a great outlet to hang out and have friends talk about this, that, and the other, goof around. It's a very mature Discord. Probably should be at least the age of 21 or above, or at least 30 or something. A lot of us are old in there, but there's some great folks in there. We have a good time, a lot of good camaraderie. There's a lot of folks day and night that are, you know, just having a good time. So we appreciate the support there. And as always, don't forget, Wednesdays you can catch me and the Dude 79. Banter and Babble will be live this Wednesday. We've got a lot to talk about as per usual. Get this, a lot of content, a lot of good stuff been coming out. We're going to talk about Invincible, talk about the last episode of Falcon, the Bad Trip movie that Eric Andre did, 40 plus for sure, on Netflix, and some more content we want to be squeezing into there as well too. I know we're in the process of still trying to get that stuff all figured out as well too. Did that actually work? There it is. Okay. That's Banter and Babble. Give them a follow. Of course, Dude was just in here too. Give him a follow. He streams 2 or 3 nights a week as well, too. I believe Monday night, tomorrow night, he'll probably be playing something. We'll hang out with him. He's a good time as well, too. He's not as funny as me, but he tries. We're getting him there. I have to write some of his jokes, which is really tiring because his delivery's terrible, but what are you going to do, right? So, that'd pretty much be it for me. I'm not going to play any games. Just want to pop in. I want to knock some dust off this, make sure everything's working all right again. As per usual, give some updates with my job and everything, and that you may actually finally see me do some content once or twice a week. I'm going to start small, start slow, and see where we get into it. I don't know that I'll do it this week. I want to take a week or two to really just focus on the new job and not get myself overly distracted. This next weekend I have plans with some friends, very, very small get together as well too, hopefully mostly outdoors, you know, and then the following weekend, I believe, we're still trying to plan a little something fun with half-ass beer review, Dude 79 and myself. So, oh Jesus, I'm trying to log off and this son of a bitch comes in here. What is this? What is this guy doing? What the hell are you doing? I can tell you what Toxic Monster's doing. He's probably sitting right down to a humongous plate of whatever the food is, but a full can of beans dumped right on it. I guarantee it. That's what he's doing right now. He's eating so much beans that nobody around here is going to want to eat beans for the rest of the week, month, year. Yeah, what is it? A bean soup or a bean ice cream? Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Nice to see you, dude. So, what's the deal with you? Are you actually back on streaming now, or are you just, you know, playing Call of Duty Black? What are you playing that? Are you playing that on PC? You playing that on a system? Struggled a little, yeah. So you're trying to, run everything, right? Yeah. That's kind of the struggle, man, when you try to play a PC game and stream it, man. It's a struggle. Have you stopped sucking at the game yet? Like, what's up with that? Like, you know, last I watched you play some, I was a little unsure. What this guy's doing. Oh, you'll never stop sucking. Oh, yeah? How you doing? Yeah, I know, right? Hey, did you get that backyard taken care of, Toxic? You get that all cleaned up? Right, exactly. Look, there you go. The local turkey. Who you calling turkey? That's pretty funny. 70% done? Well, that's better than the 0% done, right? That's half the battle, so. Well, it's nice seeing you. Glad you stopped in. I'm actually about to log off. I got some things to do. I got to get ready for this new job tomorrow. I got a lot of little this, that, and the others to do. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Appreciate you, even right at the end. Appreciate you, Toxic, for coming through. Nice seeing you, brother. Everybody that was able to come through, I know it was last minute. I sent a text out on Twitter like 2 minutes before I went live. And the Discord bot, I had to do it myself because apparently that doesn't work, even though I know I pay yearly for that Discord bot to do that job, and it's not. So, what are you going to do? We'll find somebody to raid real quick before I call it here. I'm going to end it, and then stay tuned. I'm going to jump over to my buddy Panic Games. He's still working on that Days Gone over there. Appreciate you, Trick. You the man. Thank you. Appreciate everybody for stopping through. Really random. Like I said, a lot going on. New job. Maybe more content coming soon, more consistently. Look for Fridays and Saturday nights mostly. Until that basement's done, then I probably won't do a whole lot during the week unless I can squeeze something in, whether it's just chatting or something like that. So, I'm not going to tell my mother hello, but you can tell your mom I said hello, okay? How's that sound? Yeah, see, nice try, buddy. I was already on to you. Motherfucker. Nice try. I'm going to put up the end screen, but thank you again, everybody. Appreciate you. Get in that Discord. If you haven't been in the Discord yet, hang out with us. Watch for those updates. Watch for banter and babble stuff. And then, of course, when we can get content out there myself when I'm not just bumming around the house. So, you all take care. Be safe. Remember the 2 things I always say. Wash your hands. Wash your butt. See you real soon. Bye.